Did you know that almost every plastic product you use today started inside a block of steel? Your smartphone, your laptop, your car dashboard, your water bottle, and even medical devices all begin their journey inside an injection mold. But here's the surprising part. Most people have never seen what actually happens inside one. Today, we're opening an injection mold piece by piece to reveal every important component and explain exactly how it transforms molten plastic into a finished product. Let's begin. This is the complete injection mold. It may look like a simple block of metal, but it's actually a precision-engineered system made up of dozens of components. Every single part has a specific job. If just one component fails, the entire production process can stop. Let's start from the top. This is the top plate. It connects the mold to the fixed side of the injection molding machine. It provides strength, stability, and keeps the entire mold securely clamped during every injection cycle. Next comes the locating ring. It may be small, but it's one of the most important components. Its job is to align the mold perfectly with the machine nozzle. Even a tiny misalignment can cause leakage, damage, or poor quality parts. Now the journey of the plastic begins. Molten plastic enters through the sprue bush. The plastic is heated to temperatures between 200 and 300 degrees Celsius depending on the material. The sprue bush must withstand extreme heat, pressure, and continuous production cycles. From here, the molten plastic flows into the runner. Think of the runner as a highway. Its job is to distribute molten plastic evenly to every cavity. A poorly designed runner can waste material, increase cycle time, and reduce product quality. Before the plastic reaches the product, it passes through the gate. The gate controls the speed, pressure, and direction of plastic entering the cavity. This tiny feature has a huge impact on the final product. If the gate is too small, the cavity may not fill completely. If it's too large, extra material is wasted. Now we've reached the cavity. The cavity creates the outside shape of the product. Every texture, every polished surface, and every visible detail comes from this precision machine surface. Opposite the cavity is the core. The core forms the internal features. Holes, ribs, bosses, and supporting structures are all created by the core. Together, the core and cavity form the complete shape of the plastic part. Their machining accuracy is often better than 1/100th of a millimeter. Now let's look at the guide pillars. And every time the mold closes one step, these pillars ensure both halves align perfectly. Without them, the mold could collide, causing expensive damage. Working together with them are the guide bushes. These reduce friction, improve accuracy, and allow smooth movement through millions of production cycles. Once the cavity is full, the plastic must cool. This happens through cooling channels. Water continuously flows through these hidden passages, removing heat from the mold. Did you know cooling alone can account for more than half of the total molding cycle? A better cooling design means faster production, lower cost, and higher quality. Some products have side features called undercuts. These cannot be released by simply opening the mold. That's where slides come in. Slides move sideways, forming complex external features, and then retract before ejection. Without slides, many modern plastic products would be impossible to manufacture. For internal undercuts, engineers use lifters. Unlike slides, lifters move upward and sideways at the same time. They release complex internal shapes without damaging the finished product. After cooling current, the mold opens, but the product usually remains attached to the core. That's where ejector pins take over. They push the plastic part out safely. Too much force can leave visible pin marks, too little force and the product won't release. Once the product has been ejected, return pins reset the entire ejector system. Everything returns to its original position. Ready for the next cycle. During injections, the plastic enters the mold at extremely high pressure. Support pillars prevent the mold plates from bending under this enormous force. Without proper support, flash on the dimensional errors or even permanent mold damage can occur. There's one more hidden feature that many people never notice. Vents. As molten plastic fills the cavity, the trapped air must escape. Tiny vents allow this air to leave. Without proper venting, burn marks, shorts and incomplete filling become serious problems. Next comes the spacer block. It creates the space between the support plate and the ejector plate. This clearance allows the ejector system to move freely during part ejection. Without a spacer block, the ejector mechanism simply cannot operate. And finally, we have the back plate. It is the last plate of the mold assembly. The back plate supports and protects the ejector system, distributes the machine's clamping force, and provides a strong mounting surface for the mold. It keeps the entire mold rigid and stable throughout every injection cycle. Now let's watch the complete cycle. The mold closes, the machine injects molten plastic through the sprue push, the runner distributes the material, the gate controls the flow, the cavity fills completely, cooling water removes heat, the plastic solidifies, the mold opens, the ejector pins push out the finished product, the ejector system resets, the mold closes again, and the entire process repeats every few seconds, millions of times. Here's something incredible. Some injection molds weigh more than 50 tons. Some high-precision molds can produce over 10 million parts during their lifetime. The machining accuracy can be better than 0.01 millimeters, which is thinner than a human hair. The next time you pick up a plastic product, remember, you're not just holding plastic. You're holding the result of precision engineering, advanced manufacturing, and one of the most remarkable production processes ever invented. Welcome back to UG Moldtech. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. We have a lot more informative content coming your way. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.